Hello FIF family! So I am out here on Venice Beach. It's beautiful. Decided to take the day to come out here and just relax and enjoy, and I wanted to give you guys a nice little short video about connections that you make in the film industry. So fun little story for you. I started out in Ohio, for those of you that don't know, and made my way out here to California, Los Angeles. And my very first shoot was working on Gordon Ramsay's Hotel Hell in this really small town in Ohio. I had to drive like an hour outside of Columbus just to get there and like drive back home. And it was very interesting. So like when I first came up to production, this guy stopped me because I was trying to figure out where the production van was, and he thought that I was press. So it was really hilarious that I met him. I found out later that guy's name was Keenan. And then basically what I did for them was I just drove overnight. I was an overnight PA, and I was also their driver. Seagulls passing. And so, you know, life went on. I did the shoot. It was like 2 days I was with them. Now, over 2 years later, this is really cool how this connection worked out. So I came out to LA, started working on America's Got Talent because I met an associate producer in Ohio, stayed in contact with her, contacted her to come out here to LA. She offered me a few jobs. I worked on America's Got Talent. I made friends with a bunch of the camera crew and the assistant cameras and everything. And one of them, his name is Jason. So me and him became really good friends. Another person named Mark. Well, it was Mark's birthday, so we all decided to go out together. And I met Jason's brother, whose name is Jordan. And we all go out, and I like eventually became friends with Jordan on Facebook. So fast forward a few months, probably about like 6 or so months, Jordan posted that he was looking for production assistants. And I responded saying, hey, I'm available. And it was a gig. It was for the Facebook show that I did. It was filming like 2 days a week. With that gig, I made myself well known. The line producer keeps referring me to things and keeps bringing me onto shows. I've been referred to other things because of the people that I worked with and things like that. And I got to work in like 3 different departments on the Facebook show. So at the end of the show, Jordan, who I finally got to work with, referred me to this person named Lily. And she needed a travel assistant for the show Beat Shazam. So I met with Lily, and Lily likes taking people that are referred to her over than people who are just applying to positions. So I met with her. She had a really great vibe. She brought me onto the show, and I worked with her, and I was sitting there talking about like things that I've done before in the past. It turns out Lily was on the first show I ever did in Ohio. And she didn't know me because she worked the day shift, and the only time she would have met me is when I was driving shuttle van from their wrap party back to their hotel. And I told her all about it and everything, and it was just crazy how I had finally made it like full circle in that way. So after that show, I had a little break because that was in December, and one of the PAs that I worked with, he was our key PA on the Facebook show. He referred me to the American Rescue Dog Show. And I was brought on to that by someone else. But the person who I very first met on my first gig in Ohio, Keenan, was the coordinator on the American Rescue Dog Show. So I came up to Keenan and I was like, hey, I don't know if you remember this. I was like, but you were the first person who I ever talked to on like an official set and everything. And it was like really crazy. So we talked about the show, made that connection. He's like, I don't remember you from that, but I'm definitely gonna remember you from now on. So just keep an eye out. You never know who you're gonna meet on set. You never know who you're going to end up connecting with, or maybe not even connecting with at all and then meeting later on. So just always be your best self when you're on set and enjoy it, because it's amazing and it is so much fun, and you're never gonna regret a day in your life. So I'm gonna give you some more ocean because it's amazing and beautiful right now. Awesome. Have a great day, guys.